Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsyreplays. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be playing a tank that nobody plays. Nobody wants to play it. Nobody owns the tank, but it is a tank that I, in the past, absolutely loved. It was one of my best tanks in the game. It was one of my best performing tanks in the tier, and I absolutely loved it. There's a few things about the tank that I absolutely love, and back in the day, I think I was ranked number 2 in the tank. I think I was ranked number 1, and then I did get overtaken towards the end. But we're not looking at this tank. We are looking at this tank. Yes, this hideous looking tank. Now, a lot of these kind of tanks nobody wanted back in the day. Like, nobody wanted this kind of tank. It looked stupid. A lot of people didn't know really how to play it, and it was just a made-up tank, and a lot of people wanted the modern day tanks, you know, the real tanks. They hated these kind of made up tanks, especially this, the Predator. You know, there's loads of made up tanks in the game. But today we are looking at the Lupus, and at the end of it, we'll see just how many people have been playing this tank over the last 3 months. Yes, 90 days. So hit points, it's got 1500 hit points, and it has 140 millimeters of turret armor. Your whole armor is 104. So armor profile wise, it isn't great, but you can get bounces if you use your gun depression, which we will talk about. You will be able to get some kind of bounces. Now, your DPM is 1710, so not the best DPM. Actually, it's quite low in my opinion, and that is a 14.03 second reload. So yeah, it's not good when it comes to reload and your DPM, but it's still a tank that I loved. It's not a tank that I play now. I think, you know, the Blitz has gone up in the world, and these kind of tanks are just shit in my opinion. But back in the day when they first were released, it was insane. So your penetration is 189, and your your APCR penetration is 228. So yeah, you're going to struggle when you do come up against some tier 8s in this thing. Your HE is just 69. You've got an alpha of 400 on your AP, 340 on your APCR, and 515 on that HE. So, of course, if you can get the HE out, 515 for a tier 7 heavy is actually pretty good. Your aim time is shocking at 4.6, the same as your gun dispersion at 0.407. And the gun depression, you have 12 degrees. Yes, 12 degrees of gun depression, which is insane. And this isn't even the best in the game when it comes to gun depression. There is actually maybe a tank or 2 tanks that is better gun depression. Lower tier, but, you know, 12 degrees of gun depression, you cannot complain about that. Your top speed is 36 kilometers per hour. So it's not a quick tank, it's not a slow tank, kind of average. But yeah, it is a tank that I absolutely loved back in the day. I think this tank was insane. And if you can get yourself on a ridge, your armor profile was actually pretty decent. So that is the only really way to play this tank, is on a ridge. You need to get yourself on a ridge if you can. If you're on flat ground, kind of like I am now, then you're gonna get penned, you're going to get penetrated, you're going to get deleted. So you need to find a ridge if you can. Now, I really wanted to go up towards that that hill in front of me, but I didn't know what tanks are around, and considering I'm basically the only one here, there's a few tanks around, but I'm the only one here. I didn't want to push forward because I was worried that I would be deleted, and I would have been deleted. And as you can see, that guy has no problem penetrating me whatsoever whilst I am on flat ground. So yeah, do be careful of that. You really do need to find that ridge. Now, the one disappointing thing about, I say one of the disappointing things about this tank, probably the most disappointed, you have 12 degrees of gun depression, but you literally have no gun elevation. So if you're on flat ground and there is a tank above you, you will not be able to lift your gun up. I mean, here is about the best you're going to get. You're not going to go much higher than that. And yeah, that does really suck. You have no gun elevation at all. So like I said, if you're on a flat ground and you want to aim at someone high up, that is never ever happening. So do be careful of that, because you have no gun elevation whatsoever, like a tiny bit. That's annoying. The Tiger one shot at the side there, very annoying indeed, especially when we're losing supremacy, we're losing on tanks. I could have really done with penetrating that guy, because he would have been a one shot and I would have been able to take him out now. So yeah, very frustrating, but ultimately it won't matter too much. So we are now a 4 versus 7. 4 versus 7. I've only blocked a couple of shots, to be fair, 430 damage. I do manage to get rid of the Tiger, and this is where I'm like, okay, no one else is doing it, so let me cap. You know, we're losing on caps. I know it's a 4 versus 5, but there are a couple of low hit point tanks. So I really want to cap these bases, because I don't want to get down to maybe a 4 versus 1 and we're winning, we're just about to win, and we lose on supremacy points. So the only thing I'm worried about now is recapping some of these bases. Luckily, no one's caught A, which is right over there. There's B and there's D, which is right next to me. So, you know, at least I can go and cap one of these bases, because it is now a 4 versus 3. We've come down. It was a 4 versus 7. We've managed to overtake, do a good job as a team, and then yeah, so now we're winning. So I just want to cap some of these bases, at least one, just so their supremacy points don't go up a lot, and we should eventually overtake them. So as you can see, when you are on sort of these kind of ridges, then you will be able to get some bounce. I mean, look at that gun depression. I can get all the way down and get that shot off on the Bozotto there. So before you know it, the Smasher is about to die. We managed to block 1240 damage, so you know, we've managed to come out and block a bit of damage, and now just leaves one tank left. We're almost going to overtake them on supremacy points, so I'm not worried about that. This guy is a one shot, and I am going to kill him for the victory. So yeah, not a bad game. I mean, 2000 block damage, 2800 damage, 4 kills. Still wasn't enough for a mastery badge, however, which, you know, considering no one is playing this tank, I thought maybe, considering I bought some, I got some supremacy points as well, and you know, it is what it is. It is a first class. I really did think that was going to be enough for an ace. But how many people are actually playing this tank? So if we go over to BlitzStars, BlitzStars is a very good third-party app. It's an app that I've used forever, and I would definitely recommend people also using this app. Now, you can go to Tank Compare, and once you go to Tank Compare, find the tank that you're looking for, which in my case is the Lupus. We're on tier 7. Let's just scroll all the way down. Where are you? Well, okay, I might have missed it. No, that's because I'm on mediums. What an idiot. So let's just go find the Lupus here. Scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, and there we are. Just tap the tank, and then you will get this here. Now, when you can also look on it, all the DPM, everything. You can also change what's the DPM if I'm only using premium rounds. So yeah, you can do that. And then if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, players, you can see players there. Nobody, literally nobody is playing this tank. Nobody, not a single person apart from me just now, has played this tank over the last 90 days. Literally, like, there's no Hall of Fame currently in this season. There's no average win rate, average damage. There is absolutely nothing, because no person has played this tank in the last 3 months. That is absolutely insane. Go play it, guys. It is a good tank. It used to be a good tank, not so much now, but yeah, give it some love. It's one of my old favorite tanks in the game. Let me know what you think of the Lupus in the comments below. But for now, hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm meadsy69, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye bye.